Oh, well, welcome back. Sorry, we got.
I missed the countdown.
Gee, Ryan, you have one job.
I know it's 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Okay. Hi, campers. My name's Kimmy, and I'm here with my co-host Ryan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Aloreing, our folklore podcast, where we tell you the history and stories of different legends and lore from around the world.
Ooh, and we were totally counted in and totally prepared and didn't get distracted by our
Totally.
live stream
Yeah.
chat. So,
No.
all right, Ryan, do you wanna tell us what you found alluring this week? If you have
Yeah.
something alluring from
Um.
this week.
So, just give everyone a little warning. Your boy finally, after what's it been, 3 years,
Yeah.
caught the vid. So if I sound a little terrible, I apologize. If I sound better somehow, you're welcome.
Someone's into it
Yeah.
somewhere.
But I mean, that part's not the alluring thing, but the alluring thing is due to me being sick and stuck at home all week. I got a lot of schoolwork done. I'm like probably like a month ahead right now.
Oh my god.
Turns out when you can just spend literally all day doing it, you can get pretty far ahead. I voted. I cleaned my room. I only cleaned my room, not the whole house, because, I wasn't allowed to leave my room.
You gotta clean
But
something.
the room is clean. So, yeah, I mean, there wasn't really much else to do this week. So,
I still
play a
can't
lot of
believe
Call
it.
of Duty. A lot of Call of Duty. Possibly an unhealthy amount. But, here we are.
Yeah. Have you jumped on the Overwatch train? I know they just had the second one
I
released.
did until Call of Duty came out. I waited in the 4,000 person queue on the first day of Overwatch, and it was wild.
Edgar waited in that queue because like his friends all wanted to play, and it was really funny because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I bet once he's in the queue, he has to log in, and he like it made him do all this verification shit,
And then
he
it put
had to
him
get
back in the
sent
queue.
to the
Yeah. Now that happened for me. For some reason, it just let me right in. My friends had to wait in like 10,000 deep queue, and I just sat in the main menus waiting for them.
You're like, well, I'm here. It's when you show up to the like restaurant before all your friends. You're just
Yeah,
like,
I was just sitting there. The waitress kept coming and asking like if I'm ready to order, and I was like, no, hold on. I swear they're coming.
they said 5 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes
Yeah,
ago, so
there's
I
no
don't
way.
know what's going on.
Yeah. What did you find Aloreing this week?
Well, I first want to say I'm sorry you have the old COVID. I'm impressed it took that long.
It's honestly embarrassing to get it in 2022. But, here we are.
Yeah, I got it right before they announced it like publicly, and I remember going into the doctor's office because my friend, I like called her and I was like, because Edgar was up in Salt Lake at the time and I was in Provo, and I called her and I was like, Mads, I can't move.
Yeah.
and she has a key to my place, and she was there in a heartbeat, and she's a tiny little person, but she dragged my tall ass to the car, and it was great. And the doctor was like, so there's like something we think it is, but we're not supposed to be talking about it yet.
Yikes.
So let's just watch it. I was out. I was completely out for 2 weeks, and then we've gotten our shots and everything.
Yeah.
And then we got sick again, and that was the absolute worst because we lost our taste that time.
Yeah.
So now I'm like extra paranoid. Like we really wanted to kind of like go out and do stuff for Halloween, but I'm like, listen, I'm getting a tattoo. My first tattoo Monday. We can't go do this at all.
Yeah.
I was like, we can give candy to trick-or-treaters and be...
Can't risk it.
Yeah, I was like, we could dress as Ash and Misty at home, but this year we can't do this.
Yeah, you don't want to get sick before a tattoo appointment. That'd be rough.
No, it's my first one. So
that's exciting.
I guess that could be
What are you getting?
one.
Yeah.
I am getting flowers on my arm.
Nice.
Like a 3-piece. I've wanted it for years and years, but the problem with being an artist is I am so picky.
Yeah.
And all the really good floral artists are booked. So
yeah, months out.
I got so lucky. I was like because I like follow a bunch of their stories, and one posted, she's like, I'm opening my books a little earlier, and I was like, bitch. I like had the pre-written email. I was like, send. She's like, wow, that was quick. I was like, yeah. I was ready for like 6 years of my life. So
hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my exciting thing. My other exciting thing is Christmas time is here.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there was something, the night of Halloween, a cool wind came across the city, and
Jack
snow
Frost
fell.
came in and
and he was like, it is time. And I was like, well, so I have been working on putting away all my Halloween decor and pulling out all my Christmas stuff. and working on a special thing for our show we'll talk about in the announcements later. So just a lot of, I don't know, I'm just excited for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. The seasons are changing. The weather's getting cooler. I'm getting a tattoo. Just like a lot of good things to come.
Well, I'm glad you're optimistic about Christmas because I've got some terrible news.
Oh no.
Tim Allen's the Santa Claus. Do you remember I called it? I said there's a rumor that Tim Allen is making a new Santa Claus movie, and that motherfucker on Saturday dropped the cover. It's coming out on Disney Plus, and I am canceling my subscription. And I am calling upon all Aloreing listeners to cancel your Disney Plus subscription until that monstrosity is removed.
Wait, can we do a trend? Hashtag cancel the clauses.
Yeah. It's just like, why? You know?
I love how they're not even trying that hard with the titles anymore.
It's just the Santa Clauses.
They don't even throw a number because they know it's too much at this point.
And I could maybe forgive it. Maybe. But the cover says, "This family slays." And it's just, they're trying too hard. And it's just, when did the last Santa Claus came out? Like 10 years ago. Like, I thought we were free and clear, but nope.
Nope, Jack Frost didn't bury him quite enough in that movie.
Son of a bitch.
Closet.
Closet, exactly.
Closet. Ryan, I really believe in my heart you should do a thing on our Discord where you live watch the movie and you tweet.
I'll do that. That'd
your
be fun.
feelings.
Yeah.
Just one night when it's snowing and you can't really go out and you have just like a little bottle of whiskey there.
Yeah.
And the demons beckon for you to watch it on your subscription. You should just really give into it.
The intrusive thoughts are gonna win one night, and Tim Allen for some reason is gonna be the remedy.
Your intrusive thoughts are the voice of Tim Allen.
Yeah.
In a storybook rhythm.
Unfortunately, I could go on about Tim Allen, but we do have a show to get to. Yeah. So, if I can find our transition. All right. Speaking of terrible, terrible, terrible things, let's get to this week's show. Cue campfire sounds. Hear me now. I was born 13th child, near the 13th moon. Spit out all hungry, and born anew. Daddy dragged me to the river, tie me to the rocks. Throw me in where it's deep and wide. I go down, I don't die. That was Bruce Springsteen, thank you.
Oh, perfect. So lurking in the deep, thick forest and pine barrens in southern New Jersey is a horrific cryptid that hunts down livestock and destroys crop. This evil entity isn't one you want to run into at night. So if you hear cries of a demonic wailing goat, it's best to turn around and head home, or you can become the victim of this kangaroo, bat, goat-like creature. And that's the energy we're going to carry on throughout this episode. So if you look at the next slide, you'll see my beautiful illustration of the Jersey Devil. So I have drawn this before. I just went and updated it.
I like the new colors.
Yeah, it has like more clouds.
Yeah.
Like, just a little more spice. Like we went from white mac and cheese to people that know how to season mac and cheese. It's a really good way. Like, we don't just got salt in there anymore. We
got a little garlic in there now.
We got garlic, we got paprika, we got all of the goodies in there.
Okay.
And if you want to see this, like always, it's on our social media channels. Or you can come to YouTube and you can watch us in this chaotic live stream-esque video that we will post. Either way, if not, you just gotta trust that it's super cool. So this week we will be discussing the famous Jersey Devil. This spawn of Satan has been located in Philadelphia, specifically southern New Jersey. The lore of this demonic creature has been around since the 1700s and is one of America's most famous cryptids that is still talked about to this very day. Now, legends of devil-like creatures have been around for centuries, but the Jersey Devil isn't your run-of-the-mill red horns and demon tail Satan creature. One thing that makes the devil so unique is its location of where the creature was born. So the birthplace of the Jersey Devil is a remote region in the southeastern New Jersey. This area is known for its dense white cedar trees that grow tall and its thick swamps throughout the area. Now, we're going back in the way back machine, because during colonial times, when settlers first came to New Jersey, it was extremely difficult to move through these cedar swamps. They were lugging their stagecoaches, trying to make it through the swampy wasteland, but there was no paved roads. And the few trails they did use were Indian trail paths that would lead to to retaliatory attacks by the Indian. So
Fair enough.
Fair, completely fair. So it's just not a good time. And they also dealt with sickness, malnutrition, or exhaustion, and it led to the colony being on the brink of extinction. They also dealt, oh, I just said that, just a lot of awful stuff. So death quickly filled the swampy forest, and when the early settlers finally seemed to settle down in the New World, a revolution popped up and led to even more death and dread amongst the settlers.
Goodness.
Now, with all this tragedy, it wasn't long till the devil snuck his way into the Pine Barrens and would bring with him a classic legend for years to come. So, I want to start off with one of the most famous legends of how the Jersey Devil came to be. I also want to point out I love this image of this like sad family. I can't read it because I have really bad eyesight right now. But apparently like this is like a cartoon series I need to look more into. It's like Legend Quest. Anyway, they do an episode about the Jersey Devil. So I was like super interested in it, but I love this like storybook art style. Okay, to the story. So the first one I want to discuss is from the early 1700s. So there's a woman known as Jane Leeds, aka Mother Leeds, who lived in, of course, Leeds Point.
Of course.
Jane was very poor, but hella fertile, and was able to give birth to 12 children at the time. And since birth control was not a thing at the time, and women didn't have a choice, which feels very familiar, she discovered she was pregnant with her 13th child. 13th child. That girl, she looks so sad in this picture, and that's why I put this one, because I feel this is the most relatable out of all the ones of her. So upon finding out that she is going to have a 13 coming out, she became extremely frustrated, and through rage, she cursed the child. In disgust, she cried out, "Let it be the devil!" After carrying the baby for 9 months, Jane went into labor. Of course, it was a dark night with a storm so terrible it shook the house. Despite the chaos outside, her friends and family were able to deliver the baby calmly inside. Now at first, the child appeared normal and sweet. But as time went on, it became a monstrosity. It grew leather wings, the face changed to a goat head, the legs became loose, horns spouted from its head, and it screamed an unearthly scream during this. So just take that all in.
Yeah.
A little demon
puberty
baby
hit that demon hard.
So during this transformation, everyone tried to hold the child down, but it thrashed and screamed until it was able to escape and disappear into the forest, having the Leeds child be what lurks the forest to this day, aka the Jersey Devil.
Checks out.
Ooh.
So they say, like, you know, like the first child's like the mature child, the middle child's like the ignored child, and then like the youngest is like the baby, you know?
Right.
So when you have 13, like, are they all just middle children? Like,
Maybe that's why everyone's so miserable.
yeah, like she's like, all right, this one's not the baby anymore. Like,
No, I don't know. I past experience Kimmy has dated a few people that were like the 12th child in the family and or like they were like in a huge family like that. And I just feel they're all the middle
yeah.
children after 5. Like
Yeah.
I was like, that's a
MH
lot.
in our live chat, this needs to be in the show, says, just a regular baby from New Jersey.
They all actually come out with horns. When they clip the umbilical cord, they also clip the horns and the
Yeah.
wings. It's like part of the hospital bill. You have to ask for an itemized list, so you make sure you get paid.
Oh,
You
that's
get
hilarious.
charged right. So little demon baby is the Jersey Devil.
All right.
There are a few other versions of this that say Jane was a witch, and the 13th child became demonic because its father was the devil. So nice.
All right.
Kudos to her. I wonder what that was like. I bet he's very vanilla. Can I just say that?
The devil?
Yeah, don't you think it would be
I'm
pretty
gonna
ironic?
disagree with you on that one.
No, I have a good argument for this because I feel the most churchy people I have met are the most unhinged, kinky human beings on the face of the planet. It's like all that pent up church rage, I guess.
Fair enough. All right.
And like all the people that are really edgy, they're like, I just kind of want to cuddle.
All right. I'll give you that one.
Okay. I was like, I have an actual
Yeah.
valid argument for that. So, anyway, this led to her having a little demon baby. And then, of course, we get a little Christianity in it. We get some witchcraft and magic. So, good story all around. So, now, the one thing about this story of Mother Leeds is it has strong connections to historical documents of something living in Leeds Point at the time, which isn't common with many cryptid origin stories. So this is super cool. So Deborah Leeds, aka Mother Leeds, and her husband Japhet Leeds, got land from his father Daniel, which is also known as Leeds Point in Atlantic County, New Jersey. Historical documents show how is it Japhet?
Japhet seems right, but also wrong. So it's hard to say.
It says his name is like Japhet, but it just sounds so weird. Okay, so Japhet wrote.
Let's just go with like Jaff. Jaff.
It's like Jeff, but like trying to be hip.
My name is Jaff. Yeah.
So Jaff wrote a will to his 12 children in 1736, which lines up perfectly with the legend of the Jersey Devil. Now, having this many children at the time was unheard of and seemed like a miracle, but instead of being a blessing, the family was labeled as monsters or the Leeds Devil. Though the folklore says it's because of the 13th cursed child, it's believed they were given this label due to Grandpa Daniel's connection with the colonial era political intrigue involving early New Jersey politicians in the early 20th century. I didn't put any periods in that sentence. So Daniel was also known as Benjamin Franklin's rival for one of the publishers. It's like Almanica from 1651 to the 1720s. And this tension led to the family being referred to as the Leeds Devil rather than the cursed 13th devil child. So there's a lot of family drama. They're being talked about a lot. And they also had a revolution just around the corner. So this led to another possible story. So before I jump off of that, like, Leeds family one, that's like the most believable. It has historic connections. Yeah. It like all checks out. So everything kind of after that is just like a possibility. But take what you can, you know. Okay, I'm going to have some water real quick, though, because I am not putting enough periods in these damn things. Okay. Chris, you can cut that out.
Leave it.
So, in southern Jersey, during the Battle of Chestnut in 1778, There was a young girl from Leeds that fell deeply in love with a British soldier during the American Revolution. Wow, this is really bringing out my lisp.
Traitor.
Well, you're not too far off because she was American and he was British. At the time, their love wasn't accepted, or as Ryan said, boo.
Boo.
So as a result, the two would meet in secret, and it wasn't long until she became pregnant with child. So the two were madly in love and over the moon about being pregnant, but the town of Leeds, aka Ryan, wasn't too fond of her pregnancy out of wedlock. More that he was British, not the pregnancy.
Yeah, the second part, it's the first part.
It's the British part.
It's the British part.
But also the father, yeah. So they weren't thrilled, and they saw it as treason. So the townsfolk cursed the poor girl and her child. So it wasn't until the girl gave birth that she realized her child was really cursed, and it was a demon known as the Leeds Devil.
So twice now, someone's like cursed a baby.
Yes.
And at no point did someone stop and think, this might backfire on us.
No.
If someone gives birth to the devil.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
That I didn't think about. Where they're like, I'm a curse your baby. And it's like, well, where else am I going to have it?
Yeah, so when she inevitably has the baby, you now have a devil. Congratulations. Like, you played yourself, is what I'm saying.
The whole village is like, you're going to have the devil child. It's like, well, where else can we go?
Yeah, now what? Yeah.
Like, we're here. You could move me in 9 months, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's a really funny point. I didn't even think about that. So finally, there is one story that connects a bit more to the story of Mother Leeds, but I wasn't able to find like a date or time period on this one. But it did pop up a few times. So one day, a young woman was walking home when she encountered a gypsy begging for food. The young woman was frightened and refused to give her any. Filled with rage, the gypsy cursed her, saying her firstborn male will be of the devil. At first, the girl was scared, but years passed and the curse became a forgotten memory. During the 1850s, when she was older, she fell in love, got married, and became pregnant with her first. Now, just because one forgets about a curse doesn't mean it goes away. On a stormy night, she gives birth to her firstborn, and much like the Mother Leeds story, the baby transforms into a devil-like creature and flees into the woods. And can you just imagine being the midwife during all of this?
When just a devil pops out?
It's like, this wasn't in the dream.
No.
There's something really funny. And my friend told me this because she works in hospitals. She said, when a baby is really pretty, like it's a beautiful baby, they'll be like, wow, your baby's so beautiful. But if the baby's ugly, they'll be like, wow, the baby looks so much like you. So I love the idea.
That's good to know.
So if you want to know if you have an ugly baby,
yeah,
that's what you gotta look
in
for.
every single mother's defense, though, babies are gross when they're born.
They're so cute.
No. When they're first born,
depends on the baby.
They come out like shaped like that.
Yeah, because they gotta go
No, I understand why, but I'm saying like you're hard pressed to find a cute baby like right after birth. That's all I'm saying.
Well, no one's cute once they wake up in the morning too. It's
true. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same concept. Like you just woke up from a 9-month nap. That's the.
You see light for the first time in 9 months. You don't look too cute either.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just
love a little pale.
I love the idea of the midwife being like, "You look so much like
just like your baby." Yeah.
And then it sprouts the horns, and she's like, "Hey,
how adorable."
Oh, has your husband's traits too? Has his nose. So Anyway, today this cryptid is most commonly known as the Jersey Devil, but didn't start out that way. It was originally referred to as the Leeds Devil or the Devil of Leeds. This is due to the connection with Mother Leeds and it being the most popular origin story for the cryptid. It wasn't until 1909 when the name of the cryptid changed to the Jersey Devil, and that was due to a newspaper headline trying to get more people to read their stories by using some spooky headlines.
The Jersey Devil does sound a lot cooler.
Yeah, if you had it's like, am I going to read a story about the Leeds Devil or the Jersey Devil?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone knows how to write content of what's going on there. And so now we know all about the Jersey Devil. I feel like a lot of it's just me saying Leeds and Jersey Devil over and over again because of how it's connected. But now you know. Yeah. I'm going to hand it over to Ryan so he can tell you about the encounters people have had with this creature.
All right. And once again, I'm going to do my best. If my mic randomly cuts out, that's because I'm going to try and mute all of my lung hacking. But anyway, so belief of the Jersey Devil still holds strong due to the high amount of encounters from actually a surprising amount of reliable sources, including police, business owners, government officials. That being said, I have a few different Jersey Devil encounters today.
Don't you like how sometimes I'll put little jokes in the notes?
Yeah.
Just for you to read to see if you'll say it on
All right. This first one is the Bordentown Estate. It was a snowy afternoon on the Bordentown Estate around 1820. Joseph Bonaparte, Napoleon Bonaparte's older brother, was hunting alone in the woods near his home with a rifle in hand. I didn't know Napoleon Bonaparte's brother was... Okay. So while out, he noticed some strange tracks on the ground that appeared to be of a 2-footed donkey, and that one of the tracks was slightly larger than the other. Curious, he followed the tracks into the woods, only to have them abruptly end, as if whatever the animal was flew off. My first thought when I see a set of hoof prints is this is a 2-footed donkey.
Someone is practicing their circus act, and they're really nailing it.
Yeah. So Bonaparte tried to figure out what the animal could possibly be, because 2-footed donkey didn't make a lot of sense. And that's when he heard a strange hissing noise. Turning around, he found himself face to face with the creature, a large, winged animal with a horse-like head and bird-like legs. Petrified, Bonaparte stood frozen as he stared at the beast, not even remembering the rifle he had in his hand for what felt like ages. They both stood frozen in their tracks as they stared at each other. Then the creature hissed at him as it beat its wings and flew away. He just went...
And then he got his little chicken legs up from the ground with his uneven hooves.
Yeah, chicken legs, hooved feet. Very strange creature. So this one is the largest sighting. So this took place in South Jersey and Philadelphia during the year 1909, when there were more than 1,000, which is insane, documented sightings of the Jersey Devil. You know, the only other cryptid we've had that had like this many sightings is the Beast of Bosco. So hopefully this goes better than that.
Well, the thing is, there's no lie in his name, you know.
Yeah,
the Beast of Bosco,
he's the Jersey. Yeah, if they called him like the Colossus Jersey Devil, then maybe we'd have an issue. But so far, I'll allow it.
If they called it the Tyranna Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Like the dinosaur, and then you run into him, and he's like,
and he's just a devil. Yeah. You're just a normal devil. This is the devil that says, I'm walking here, you know?
He's not. There's two different ones. This is like the cousin that has to be part of the family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, we'll have him get snacks for the meetings and something. And then there's the one like, I'm walking here, like you said.
The Jersey Devil.
There's the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
There's the Jersey Devil.
He's fist pumping. All right. So it all started January 19th of 1909. Around 2:30 a.m., Mr. Nelson Evans of Gloucester was woken from a deep sleep after hearing a strange noise. He woke up his wife, and the two got out of bed, looked out their window to see where the noise was coming from. That's when they saw a creature standing on the roof of their shed. The two said it was about 3.5 feet tall, had the head of a collie dog, that is tiny, the face of a horse, maybe this is another Beast of Bosco situation, a long neck, the wings were about 2 feet long, its back legs had horse hooves and were long like a crane, and had 2 short front legs with paws on them. Can we have you... Can you draw that? Like don't put a lot of like time and effort into it, but could you just draw like that exact description for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
I call it whiteboard drawing.
Yeah. Don't spend more than like 10 minutes on it. I just want to see. Yeah. All right. So the two stared at the creature for 10 minutes until it took off, having the creature never notice they were watching it. Around the same time, Miss Mary Sabinsky had heard her dog crying outside for help. Going outside, armed with a broom in hand, naturally, to see what was happening, terrified, she saw what she described as a horrible monster that had grabbed hold of her dog. Being a great pet mom, she beat the creature with a broom until it dropped her dog and flew off, screeching loudly as it flew off.
Dude, that's how our live stream go, like a mutant raccoon. So
not wrong.
With
it's just in the trash.
I just see like a really messed up version of Tom Nook. Like, but he has a little mouth, so he goes. It's the best thing ever. Oh. Well, kudos to her.
Yeah.
Sweeping in with the broom.
Freaking beat the shit out of it. I mean, apparently it's not that big. It's a 3 foot tall little... What's a little devil called? It's like an imp, right? Like the little...
Yes.
It's the imp of New Jersey.
It's so funny to me because I'm such a big believer, like, everything's, like, weirdly connected. Because you gotta be in the Matrix. That's the only thing the only reason half of things make sense. And... we're doing the episode with Slippers and Spindles. We're doing a recording, and it's literally about imps. And
really?
Yeah, it's about imps and like small creatures and stuff. And I'm like, and babies.
And here we are.
So I think that's the funniest thing ever. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize they're all connected.
Time to write my theory that the Jersey Devil is in fact not a Jersey Devil, it's the Jersey Imp. All right.
The Jersey. That's the episode title.
So as the days went on, more and more sightings flooded in, saying how the creature had found its way more downtown. One evening, Charles Poorman of 316 North Grove Street, that's specific, heard something on his roof and went outside to investigate. Can we look up 316 North Grove Street and see if that's a real place? I'm gonna confirm. There was no creature, but hoofprints were left behind. That same night, a man by the name of Henry Stricker was working on Clinton Fire Brickworks in Mill Hall when he saw the Jersey Devil flying over the main building and off into the night. There were plenty of police officers and firefighters that had run across many different hoofprints throughout the town that could only be the result of the Jersey Devil. It's the only explanation.
Oh.
He seemed to be
that
active.
Place is real.
Oh, maybe it is
a real place. I just Googled
Wow.
it.
He seemed to be active most at night, and many sightings reported seeing him fly around with 2 wings that spanned about 2 feet. So is it 2 feet each side? When you say wingspan...
here's the idea. Maybe it's like a foot each, right?
That's not very big. Eagles have
Wait,
like
no.
a 12-foot wingspan, and they're small.
No. Wait, I had it. This made sense in my brain, and then I said it out loud, and it's not landing. Maybe the 2 feet they see is the profile of the creature.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I'm going to go with 2 feet on each side, because if it was 2 feet across, that means like that includes the body, and its wings would literally be like this big, which would be hilarious, but I don't think that's correct.
We're going to say the wingspan is 4. We're going to take creative liberties at not being professionals.
Yeah. And this next line is why I'm going to judge you so harshly on the lowering alignment chart, depending on where you put it. The next day, they would investigate to find hoof prints and many outdoor pets that have been eaten. That's fucked up.
Aww.
Yeah. All right. This next one, Kimmy marks this photo as her favorite photo.
It's not.
It is. That it's very funny. It looks like kind of like a moose or an elk.
Yes. This is the only Jersey Devil I'd be scared
that
of.
looks a little bigger than 2 feet. Or no, 3 feet.
This is the Jersey Devil. The other
Jersey Devil, yeah.
Devil.
Yeah.
The Jersey Devil. Jersey.
Not my
That's
devil. So, in the late 1980s, a group of friends went camping and riding dirt bikes in the Pine Barrens. While riding down a trail about 100 yards from camp, the bikes all stalled. One said it could have had to do with the terrain or a nearby power plant. However, as suddenly as the bikes quit running, the men heard a piercing, inhuman scream from the woods. When they returned to camp, those who stayed behind said they also heard the screams.
And you stayed?
Yeah. Why would you stay behind?
Okay.
That evening, one of the men went into a local bar and told the bartender about the screams in the woods. The man informed the visitor that he'd most likely had an encounter with the Jersey Devil. So this is where the accounts get a little more different. This one, while traveling on Route 9 in Bayville, 3 cars were forced to slam on their brakes when, according to a witness, a 10-foot tall Jersey Devil figure with a long head and short, flat ears ran across the road. One witness reported that the creature emerged from the wooded area near a mini mall and galloped out in front of traffic, disappearing into the woods. And the other side of the street, maybe the beast had just gotten the devil of a deal at its favorite boutique. I think... Go ahead.
You go.
I think there's 2 Jersey Devils.
Yes.
There's the Jersey Devil, and there's the Jersey Devil. And one's 10 feet tall, and one's an imp.
I 1,000% agree with that. One's more like moosey, and one is more like goat, I guess.
Yeah.
That feels right to me. Is the 2 different ones. So I'm good with that.
The Jersey Devil and the Jersey Devil.
Perfect.
All right. This next one, Kimmy titled, A Llama or the Devil. What is that image? For the final sighting and the most recent one we headed to Gallo Township in October of 2015. Little Egg Harbor resident David Black said he was driving along Route 9 near a golf course when he saw what he thought was a llama walking in and out of the tree line on the side of the road. Suddenly, the creature spread its wings and flew away. He captured the beast's image with his cell phone, and the photo went viral. Is this the cell phone image?
Keep reading. You'll see. You'll see what...
After a few days after David Black supposedly captured the Jersey Devil with his cell phone camera, Emily Martin shot a video of what appeared to be the same creature after she spotted it on Old Port Republic Road near Leeds Point. Both Black and Martin swear neither the image nor the video were edited or set up. Well, I can tell you it's not edited, that's for sure. Now, Kimmy has added the video. Okay. So Kimmy told me not to watch this ahead of time, so we're gonna all watch this together now.
I put it in red font and said,
Yeah.
don't watch. And then he texted me, can I watch it? And I said, no, I'll be salty. So,
Alright, so here, let me see if I could play it. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, I need to try and get a good pause on that. This is an audio podcast, so I'm going to do my best to describe it. We have I don't even know, like an anteater shadow with wings, just kind of, it's like a PNG, just kind of zooming across the sky with wings.
the best part, you can't hear it, but the audio, the person goes,
Yo, I can hear it. There you go. Oh. I think everyone should be able to hear it. If not, my bad. But
oh my gosh, I'm crying. That's why I wanted you to see it.
I'm just gonna watch it one more time. Yeah.
It's like
It looks like a capybara. That's what it is. You know what those are? The little like happy little animals.
Oh yeah, it does. So it pretty much just looks like the black silhouette of a goat
Yeah.
with wings, and the wings are like fluttering like in halftime steps.
Yeah. And the picture looks nothing like the video.
No, they look the same.
Like
You just
the picture is clearly just a goat stamped onto a picture with like a smudge for wings, and that other video was a capybara or like a giant sloth with wings. Wow.
Wow, so
I'm so glad I didn't pre-watch that. What the hell was that?
I love that you had to play it a second time just to make sure you saw what I saw. It is so great. Oh, and like, I know we're laughing. We're joking about this.
Wow.
I feel like we're parents and our kids just showed us the
Yeah.
ugliest piece of art and we're trying to be supportive of.
Yeah. The best part is 100% the wow from the person filming.
I died. It was like 11 at night and I saw that and I cackled in bed so loud. My boyfriend was like, what is it? And I was like, it's just a cryptid video.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
So,
All right. Well, with
I
that
know-
picture in our head.
Yeah, well, like, I do want to say real quick, I know we're laughing about it. A lot of these are funny. But the thing is, like, this was a really big, serious thing. Like, I kind of feel like these are ridiculous, but, like, people were terrified of this creature. Like, it was a huge deal. So, like, we'll get more into it, but
I'm going to be honest with you. If I saw the picture right here,
yeah.
I wouldn't be that terrified. I'd say, yeah, that's a goat. It's got wings, I guess.
You're like, looks like God got a little creative this
Yeah.
weekend. Like, we can't do much else about that. Oh, okay.
Right. Speaking of the devil, should I say that about an ad break? Maybe I shouldn't say that about an ad break. Speaking of great things, here's a word from our sponsors. Unless you're on YouTube.
And then we can go back to the devil.
Yeah,
comment.
unless you want to. Yeah, so speaking of the devil, look how cool these are, guys.
Oh, look at that.
I said, Kimmy, look, I want to be hardcore when I'm rocking my cryptid outfits. And she said, say less, fam. And now we got a badass Krampus tricolor. Is that what's that? Yeah, tricolor hoodie.
Yeah.
A beanie, sticker, 2 beanies, And then our old-fashioned Krampus shirt
If you're like me and you
that I
wanna be
wore all Christmas last year.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of different versions of these, which is pretty cool. There is now a section on our website that has our little Mothman counselor with like a beanie and a sweater on him, and
Nice.
it's holiday shopping list. So get your stuff, get them now, then you're done with your shopping, and then you're getting really cool stuff. You know, like Amazon doesn't have this. Amazon wishes it had this, but they don't.
Yeah.
But you can, and then you're better than Amazon.
I feel like our stuff usually takes like, I don't know, shirts and stuff usually take like 2 to 3 weeks. So, you know,
For
if you
us, for other people, it's like 7 to 9 business days
because
it is drop shipping.
Okay.
So they make it once you order it,
Gotcha.
which is really cool.
All of this is to say we're not Amazon. So get your stuff a little ahead of time for the holiday season just to be safe, you know?
Just do it. Look how cool. Look how cool. There's a bunch of different colors of these.
Yeah.
You can trick your grandma into getting her the Gruss von Krampus beanie.
Mm-hmm.
And then she doesn't know, and then it's just like a hilarious photo for you guys.
You say, Grandma, it's Christmas.
It's how the Germans say Christmas, and if she's just
white, she doesn't know different.
She won't know. And it's fine. She'll love it. You'll all be matching in photos. She'll think she's so cute, and then you have an inside joke for the rest of your life.
I am going to get. I'm gonna make a little onesie for my nephew for Christmas. And we'll see how it turns out, and maybe it'll go in the shop depending on how it looks.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so cute.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool. Well, now that we have calmed down from the chaos of the little videos we saw and we told you how cool the merch shop is, we're gonna head back. Sometimes that throws me off. I don't know why.
You're not used to actually hearing it.
No, I like put it like after Chris like does all of his editing magic, I'll like slide it in for the sponsor break. So it's weird hearing it live. All right.
When I remember to do it.
When you remember, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
No shade, but no. I'm kidding. Ryan does most of the work here. So welcome back, campers. I said it with a straight. Welcome back, campers. We hope you enjoyed that little break. Now we're going to talk about the appearance and history of the Jersey Devil. Now. Ryan is laughing at the images I'm showing. The Jersey Devil has been described to have many different appearances.
Something feels wrong about the middle photo. And I can't quite put my finger on whether it feels a little racist or whether it feels a little like, I don't know what it is I'm feeling, but I don't like it.
It feels racist.
But I don't know why is the thing. Like, I'm not sure what about it is. It just is.
No, I agree. If someone can articulate why we feel like this is racist, please do.
Please let us know.
Because it does, and we can't figure
And I don't know
out.
why. Anyway.
I don't know. It feels like someone in my, like, country hick high school was like, I'm gonna draw an evil mascot. And it was like, where did you get inspiration? And they don't tell you because they know it's wrong. I don't know. It's racist somehow.
Somehow.
Typically, this is described as a kangaroo-like creature, but there are a few things that make the appearance more disturbing. So we have like 3 different images of him on our YouTube, and there's one where he's more of the traditional Jersey Devil you'll see. I'll describe it in a second. There's one where he's like a little devil imp, and that's the one that just feels racist. And then there's like a dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex one with a horse head.
That one's my favorite personally.
So yeah, I like the first one. That middle one, there's something.
Yeah, there's something there.
All right, so we're going to talk about the stereotypical appearance of it. So starting from the top, it's described to have a goat, dog, or horse-like face with coal red eyes and horns protruding from its head. Little baby horns. It has small arms and long hands with a kangaroo-like body. The creature also has long bat wings, a forked tail, and is known to walk on cloven hooves. Um, Thankfully, this creature does emit a little bit of a light glow, so you can spot him from far away and know when to turn the other way. So, on top of like being a randomly generated monster, there's a wide range of abilities it possesses, like fire breathing, flying, breathing poison water, which
That's the first I've heard of that one.
yeah, that sounds like a very specific situation someone got in.
Yeah.
Apparently it can't die, so it's got more immortality on its side. Foreshadows disasters and wars to come.
Okay.
Its presence causes crops to fail and cows to stop producing milk. Which, if I was a cow and I saw that, I feel like I would dry up real quick.
Maybe a bit of a relief.
Maybe that's what it is. And finally has a high pitch. Oh, I'm sorry, I just imagined this Jersey Devil with one of those anime cowgirl bikinis. And that's what stops the cow.
The cows are like, nah.
They're like, nah, it's a no. It tries to do like the cute dance.
Yeah.
That's cute. And then finally has a high-pitched scream that sounds like a demonic goat that's wailing. So, some interesting abilities we kind of got going on. We got some classic cryptid stuff and some like fantasy D&D things kind of going on. And then I'll get more into it in the legend, but the cryptid is also known to be a chaotic creature. So it will go on devious escapades by raiding chicken coops on farms, killing animals, destroying crops, or hopping on roofs. But other than that, we don't know much about its personality. It's known to flee the moment it sees anyone and hasn't been reported attacking another person. And there's been like thousands of sightings of it, so we would know if it went out of its way to attack, you know?
Well, I mean, it gets beat to shit by an old lady with a broom, so apparently.
So it's not a fight, it's definitely more flight. I like to see it as a giant violent chicken that only harasses animals and gets startled very easy.
Yeah.
So there's also many assumptions that this creature is evil due to its connections with the devil, but history of the devil in the area makes it hard to say. Now, we're going to go back in the Wayback Machine when the stories of the devil were popular in this area. Ooh. So it's important to know the legend of the Jersey Devil wasn't the first devil instance in the area. In fact, devil lore began in the region around 1735, shortly after Brenton Franklin's fictitious story in Pennsylvania Gazette about...
Gazette?
Gazette. In Pennsylvania.
It's your turn this week.
About, honestly, when I was moving schools, like, throughout my youth, I always skipped my, like, geography class, and that has messed me up as an adult. So I never, like, took geography. It hurts me now in so many ways.
A gazette is a newspaper.
Oh my God.
Like a magazine, I guess. I was like, where's she going with this? Geography? What does that have to do with the Pennsylvania Gazette?
Okay.
The American education system has failed today.
The saddest part is I got a bachelor's in computer science, so if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Wow. I got a smart degree too. Look where I'm at now. Can't even pronounce a newspaper company.
Goodness.
Okay, Gazette. The Pennsylvania Gazette.
To be
About
specific.
a Burlington County witchcraft trial. So, folklore was blending with religion and scientific doctrine at the time, which led to more discussions about the devil outside of the church. Stories further north in New Jersey tell of a kinder devil that has been known to not harm anyone or even break local law. So the devil actually went as far as being a symbol of peace, which was a very different view from what the church said the devil was centuries prior. So servicemen from the Vietnam War era have even gone as far and said the devil was an anti-war symbol. So this open discussion of the devil led to many more possibilities of who the devil was. And it wasn't long till a cursed baby turning into a creature of the night would be labeled the Jersey Devil purely because of the location and all the devil stories that were on people's mind. So many saw this creature as chaotic because it attacked animals and objects in the area. But oh, sorry, I wrote that weird. But people never really saw it as evil. So many had conflicting feelings about the Jersey Devil. Was it really a bad guy or not? So even in 1996, it was reported that the Berlin-based comics had cosmic. Oh my! You guys, I'm done. I have been trying so hard this episode.
You were on a roll until Gazette.
Yeah, I was here. The live chat is hilarious right now, and I'm getting so. We're gonna start that little sentence again. Many had conflicting feels of the Jersey Devil. Was it really a bad guy or not? Even in 1996, it was reported that the Berlin-based Cosmic Comics had created character JD based off of him, who protects the environment and searches for truth. So, not only were there conflicting views on where the Jersey Devil morally stood, but it was also confused with other local creatures at the time. Now, Ryan, we'll remember this. I do want to show this picture because I feel Ryan will love this picture just as much. It's a police cam image of what is believed to be the phantom kangaroo.
The phantom kangaroo was like the first well, I mean, it was for Patreon, but it was like the first full video we did, I think.
Yes. And that's when we had the energy to do short story PowerPoint presentations. Yeah. Which we don't right now. Maybe one day.
We had a lot more time during quarantine.
Yeah, that's 1,000% fair. So anyway, I'll get to that in a second.
This is my favorite story ever, though. Sorry.
This is Ryan's. So in 1934 in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, a group of several people have witnessed this kangaroo-like beast over a period of 5 days. They said the creature appeared to look like a kangaroo and would run and leap across the field, making it so the group could never capture it. They even said that the creature had partially devoured some ducks, geese, dogs, and even a German Shepherd police dog. Aww. So in an attempt to hunt down this creature, the party followed the hoof-like tracks down the mountainside cave, but the tracks stopped cold, as if it took off into the night. At first it was believed to be the Jersey Devil, but as more encounters similar to this one came in, it was clear it was actually the phantom kangaroo known for portal hopping in local caves.
So the part, like, the phantom kangaroo was, like, if I remember the episode correctly, it was seen, like, all over the place.
Yes.
It was, like, New York, New Jersey, Tennessee, like, literally everywhere people were seeing kangaroos. So it wasn't just Tennessee. That's why it's the phantom kangaroo and not just a rabid kangaroo.
You know, I'm going to get back to this in a second. I just connected the dots. What was the story we were just talking about? Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I'm getting confused. We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
I connected dots about something that's going to happen in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm so sorry. So now if you're wanting to learn more about the phantom kangaroo, go check out our video on our YouTube. I think it's like one of our first ones.
I think it is, yeah, because it was private, and we're just like, let's just make it everyone.
Yeah.
It's worth watching.
It's Ryan is presenting it to me, so that's how unhinged it is. So this did lead to some confusion amongst locals, but regardless of who the Jersey Devil was, if it was a ghost, kangaroo, or spawn of Satan, everyone was scared of him. Now, look at this newspaper article. This is a newspaper article. And I'm ready this time. It's not geography. So, as the legend of the Jersey Devil grew and more people cited this creature, concern grew throughout southern New Jersey. In 1909, between January 16th and 23rd, multiple newspapers published hundreds of articles about people encountering the devil all over the state. Residents were both intrigued and worried about the cryptid coming to terrorize their town. Many of these articles made claims that the creature had attacked anyone and anything. Stories of it raiding chicken coops and farms, destroying crops, killing farm animals and pets were reported throughout 50 different towns in the Pinelands and throughout southern New Jersey. There were even reports of it attacking a trolley car in Hamden Heights and a social club in Camden. Other reports talked about unidentified footprints in the snow and would go as far as Delaware and West Maryland. It seemed everyone from government official, policemen, businessmen had seen this creature firsthand and witnessed the demonic activities it participated in. So I love this newspaper image so much. Oh, you got it. Yeah, so this is one of the articles. And I don't know, I just think it's so wild. I love when I see things in the newspaper.
Why is people underlined?
The
people are terrorized.
This is actually what goes out to the Jersey Devil. It's a special print, which is why the people is underlined instead of the...
Gotcha.
So, fear of this creature spread throughout Delaware Valley, even prompting schools to close and workers to stay home. Which, after the whole COVID thing, I could 1,000% believe that. So, with this creature terrorizing the locals, it wasn't long until they would shift from being fearful of the devil creature to taking matters into their own hands and hunting them down.
So, I have an interesting theory.
Okay.
From the time of 1909, because I remember looking this up during my kangaroo episode. 1909, New York, New Jersey, like that part of town, got really into using lead-based stuff. Okay. And I don't know if you know anything about lead poisoning, but it makes you a little crazy.
Really?
And like there was like a spike in like lead poisoning in 1909 in New York. I'll send you the article. So it makes a lot of sense that there was mass hysteria at that time.
Oh my gosh. You know, the thing is, I try so hard for these segments just to do like 3 points of things I found interesting, but I couldn't find anything about that, so I love that so much, because that would make sense. It would make a lot of sense, because I feel if you were dealing with lead poisoning and you saw that video of the goat in the sky, you would be scared.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, cool. Anyway, I love learning about this stuff. So on the next image right here, you will see a wanted sign. Because multiple groups of hunters formed together to create Jersey Devil hunting parties. They meet at local pubs and take off in the pines and countryside in search of this creature. Everyone was sick of the constant harassment from the Jersey Devil, and with rewards of finding this creature being posted all around town, it seemed like everyone was hunting him down. So it was rumored that the Philadelphia Zoo had posted a reward for $10,000 for the capture of the Jersey Devil, dead or alive. There was even a $100,000 offer by a circus owner in 1960 for the capture of the creature. But alas, none of these hunting parties were able to find this evil entity, and it's still known to lurk in the area to this day. But with all that reward money floating around, there's going to be some people trying to claim it. There are reports to be more than several hoaxes brought in to claim the reward. But the scientific community proved them to be inconclusive. Many of these hoaxes were just kangaroos with artificial wings attached to them. And I wrote, this begs the question, how did kangaroos get in New Jersey? But apparently it was a problem they were just dealing with from what we just discussed. Because all the phantom kangaroos were popping around. So maybe it was the phantom kangaroo that was captured. But they didn't know that, so they put wings on it to make it.
Slapped those bad boys on there. That'll do.
So they did have a cryptid, but then they fucked with it, so then it didn't count.
Yeah.
And they're all in lead poisoning, apparently.
Yeah.
So it makes
they're all just losing their minds simultaneously.
So that's why I was like, oh my god, it connects the dots, because I had that question. I remember. Oh, so even though none of these parties were able to get proof of the devil, they are still going strong. So there are many different local groups you can join. I even found an event called CU Marcy River Family Friendly Friday series where they host a Jersey Devil hunting party for the whole family.
Nice. Have they ever caught it?
No. Well, how do you make money on something you catch?
No. It's like
but
snipe hunting every day.
That's exactly what it was. They like take you out, they tell you a story by a campfire.
Pretend it's in the bag, and they're like, whoa, we got it.
Can we take Chris snipe hunting?
Yeah.
Chris, if you don't know what snipe hunting is, you want to go
Don't
snipe
look it up.
hunting. Don't look it up. You have to just tell us. Our poor editor. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I just had the realization I can take my future children snipe hunting and my nephew snipe hunting.
Oh, I can't wait.
And the warmth I just felt in my heart.
Yeah. How old is your nephew?
He's 2.
Oh, perfect.
Right.
See, mine's 1, so we could bring him snipe hunting at the same time in a couple of years.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Either my brother or sister-in-law listening, just so you know, he is being signed up for this, and I love you guys, and they're fine with it. I see nothing wrong. So now, if this hasn't gotten you into the mood to go Jersey Devil hunting, I have a little handy-dandy list of things you can take. Now, Ryan and I are not professionals. Obviously, we don't hunt. I haven't hunted since high school. So, take what you will from this. We're not responsible for you. Okay?
I'm going to immediately disagree with this first point.
Go hunting during the winter.
Don't do that.
So it's a bad idea.
Yeah. You will freeze and die. Frostbite is a real thing. The Jersey Devil may or may not be. Frostbite is.
Do people get hysteria or something when they start to get frostbite?
No, you just die.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I was wondering if there's mental things, because that would also explain.
I guess, granted, I've lived on the West Coast my whole life, but in my experience, winter hiking or hunting is the worst. So
no, I have done the thing where you go to the hot springs during a snowstorm, and it's the most miserable experience of my life. It's never worth it. So first point, go hunting during the winter. We say don't, but hey, the Jersey Devil is known to be more active at night during winter and summer seasons. But the ticks are awful during the summer, so the winter will be your friend.
That's fair. See, we don't got to deal with that on our side of the country.
Yeah, no, we just have scorpion spiders, which is God's worst creation.
Yeah, at least those don't stick to you or give you Lyme's disease. Yeah.
I hate nature sometimes. I like the plants. I don't like the bugs. Dress warm. Get a good coat, fuzzy socks, gloves, I don't know, some Aloreing merch, a beanie.
We have jackets.
We got jackets. We got it all. And some of your favorite winter boots because it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. Go under a full moon. Avoid using headlamps and flashlights.
But please, for the love of God, bring a flashlight.
Yes. Don't use it, but bring it.
Yeah. What a list.
Yeah. There was a lot more articles about this than I thought there was going to be. You want to use the moon because the Jersey Devil will flee the second it sees you. So that's why you don't want to use the lights.
Makes sense.
Get a group together. It is dangerous to go alone. So get some friends and go hunt for this creature in the night. Never go hunting in the winter at night with no flashlight alone.
Definitely not.
Get some bait. This creature likes meat, so set out a trap to lure it. That's going to be the best way to capture it. That being said, do know there are other creatures out there that also like meat. So be ready.
There are bears. There's black bears.
There's black bears? Well...
So at least it's not grizzly bears, but...
I wonder where it lies on the hierarchy of the animal kingdom. You know? Like,
it depends on which one we're talking about. Is it the Jersey Devil or the Jersey Devil? Because the 3-foot-tall Jersey Devil, probably not very high. The Jersey Devil, pretty high.
That one's pretty high.
Yeah.
Hunting gear. Make sure you got all your licenses. You know what you're doing.
Yep. Go get your Jersey Devil license from your local Fish and Wildlife.
We can sell them. That doesn't mean they're valid, but I will make them.
Yeah, we'll make them. Yeah.
Got you.
They're valid.
They're valid. They're valid on the Aloreing campgrounds.
Yeah.
So they're valid somewhere. That's what matters. Be very... So when you hand the people your little certificate, it needs to be the same energy of Ron Swanson with the paper that says, I do what I want. And then finally, be patient. It's going to be a long night, so stay warm, bring some snacks, and don't go alone. And like I said before, we aren't experts. Good luck. Take that advice or don't. Yeah. We don't know what we're doing. We are recording from high-tech computers.
Yeah, don't take that advice.
Ryan says don't.
And if you do, it wasn't us.
If you do, make sure there's some lead poisoning involved, because that's the only way you're going to be able to justify any of that logic. Now, Ryan, it is time. It's time for, is it science or is it the church?
So this one kind of seems like a slam dunk.
Okay.
Because it's the devil.
You always say that. You always say it's a slam dunk.
But this one's actually the devil. So I don't like how you're looking. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my gut. Last time I changed, I was wrong. I'm gonna go with the church.
Well, you must be the 3-foot Jersey Devil playing at the NBA, because that is not.
I'm a real Jersey Devil. Damn. Is it not the church?
It's not the church. Because we talked about it a little.
I really needed a win this week, Kimmy.
I know you did. That's why I did that. That's the only reason I tried to help you out. Because I felt bad. I was like, maybe if I say something and give him a weird side eye, he'll be like,
Son of a bitch.
So the reason I say not the church is because the discussion of the devil was going outside of the church, and he was like a good guy. That was one of the sections I talked about.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
So just because it is the devil, says they're the devil, doesn't mean they are the devil. It's like the nice guy theory. Just because they say they're a nice guy doesn't mean they're a nice guy. So with all the sightings after 1909, the scientific community was like, okay, let's see what's really going on here. and they looked into the possibilities of what this devil creature could be. First one, dinosaurs. So reportedly, some professor from Philadelphia and experts from Smithsonian Institute thought the devil was actually a prehistoric creature from the Jurassic period. Now, this leads to many more theories, such as, was it a pedri? Listen, I was never a dinosaur kid. I need your help.
Pterodactyl.
And
Paleosaurus.
thank you. And how did it survive all of this time? Was it in the limestone caves nearby and just remained hidden this whole time? Or maybe it was an extinct fisipid.
I've never heard of that. It's highlighted because I Googled what that is.
What did Google tell you?
That is a cloven-footed animal.
Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me. I wrote these notes a few days ago. So, regardless, they were never able to test any of these theories since it was never captured.
The giant panda and red panda are members of a... okay, so they're like meat-eating hooved creatures.
Pandas don't... Red pandas.
Oh, it says the exceptions being red. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was I was crazy into pandas in high school for some reason.
So it's a carnivorous animal that have toes separated, such as bears, badgers, dogs, cats, and raccoons.
That doesn't make sense because it was the hooves, though.
No,
okay.
I think I misread the hooved part.
Okay.
It says cloven-footed, which is like paws.
Okay. Well, anyway, dinosaurs, but they can never test it. The next one is I put a picture of what one looks like. It may be a sandy hill crane. They stand about 4 feet high, weigh 15 pounds, and they have an 80-inch wingspan.
Now that's a wingspan.
That's a wing. No, yeah, that's a wingspan. I thought I read 18. No, 80. 80. It's ferocious when cornered. It is well documented, and it flies. But they are herbivores, and they don't have hooves, or a devil's tail, or a kangaroo appearance, or anything else. So I just say no to this one. I'm surprised this was brought up so many times as a possible theory, especially after what we just saw. So it doesn't make sense to me. And then the final one is there's no way this creature can exist because of the most obvious biologically impossible features is its wings. They would need to be so much bigger for it to fly and to lift the animal.
A 2-foot wingspan ain't picking up anything.
Its wings were fluttering like a hummingbird that's pregnant. And I could not. So it doesn't make sense. But again, everyone was apparently high on lead, so who knows? So at the end of the day, these just aren't very possible explanations because there's nothing to back them up. They weren't able to test them, and they're nothing more than theories. So I feel like the devil still holds power of being a mystical creature of the night kind of thing. But anyway, that's my whole segment. That was a lot to get through. But I feel like your lead poisoning thing just like explains everything to me.
I put it in Discord, and it'll be in the show notes too. If you'd also like to read about lead poisoning in 1909 and you're weird like me. But yeah. Excuse me. So Oh, I forgot to switch to this photo for you for the Jersey Devil for the last.
I thought that one was so cool.
Yeah.
That would scare me.
That one looks like the one from What We Do in the Shadows a little bit.
The best one. You mean?
Speaking of What We Do in the Shadows, here comes Modern Takes with Ryan. Pew, 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 pew. All right.
I wasn't ready for that.
So I had a very hard time this week trying to find a modern take, because the Jersey Devil is not that old of a cryptid, so everything is kind of a modern take. But what I did discover is that we can thank the Jersey Devil for my favorite type of horror film. Thanks to a 1998 film called The Last Broadcast, seen here. Quick synopsis is two cable TV guys get an assistant and they go into the woods looking for the Jersey Devil, but two of them die and only one comes back. And they, obviously the guy who comes back, everyone's like, you murdered them. But then they find tapes and it's pretty crazy. So it's kind of, this movie came out like a year before the Blair Witch Project. Okay. And it has like the exact same vibe. So yeah, so this is kind of responsible for like the emergence of those like found film horror movies. So
is Cloverfield the same way too? Yeah,
like someone was filming and they found it. So yeah, shout out to the Jersey Devil. Apparently it said this is the first movie to not use like film, like that was actually like a feature film, which I don't know if that's true, but that's what I read. Okay. They just used like camcorders instead of like actual like film cameras. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Go check it out. I watched it again today. It is very gruesome. So just a heads up, it is not for everyone.
That was my next question, because I love horror, but I don't love gore. Gore like gets me queasy.
It's I mean, did you watch the Blair Witch Project?
No, but I played the game.
Oh, well, okay. I was going to say, it's very similar levels to that. Like, so if you can handle Blair Witch, you can handle this movie. But it's a little rough. I'm not going to lie.
So I'll have Edgar watch it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not the greatest movie ever made.
Right. But it started something.
That's what's cool about it. So shout out to the Jersey Devil for bringing us some of the best horror movies.
Oh, if I can't watch it, I like to like read the plots or like the scripts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when things are gory. I don't know. I want to tell you something, and I don't know how you're going to take it. I watched the first 2 minutes of Game of Thrones and I couldn't do it.
Oh.
And that's like, I haven't seen any more of it past that point.
You missed out on like 7 seasons of a really good show, and then 1 season of not so much.
That's why I had so many people hounding me at the time right before the drop off.
Yeah.
Of like, you should really give it another go, because I do love fantasy and so much. I love fantasy so much, and I was like, I just didn't really like the gore, fam. Like, and the thing is, I don't like people gore, because I love Castlevania. That's one of my favorite animes, and I know that one. I can't focus on it, but I can play it as I draw something. You know? But no, I'm so interested in this. I'll have to check it out, because I love seeing the thing that will like start a trend.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people need to watch Hunger Games just because of the amount of like young adult heroic movies that came from it.
Oh, straight up.
Or like even Twilight. I feel like Twilight just created something we all needed in our hearts. We
just really, really, really deep down.
Right. So like I always love it when it's a little bit like, oh, that wasn't great, but it started something.
Yeah, exactly.
It means a lot to me. Oh, okay.
Right. Well, should we hit up our announcements for the alignment chart?
Oh yeah, let's do it. You go first.
All right. Now that Halloween is over, very unfortunately, but if you aren't ready to get rid of the joy of the spooky season, then we got the perfect thing for you. Go check out our playlist called An Aloreing Halloween. And you'll find a collection of Halloween lore, legends, and ghost stories from a collection of some of our favorite folklore and spooky podcasts. And there is a link in our bio to that as well. It's a very fun playlist that comes out. Is this the third time or the second one?
This is the second time.
Yeah.
And we leave it out throughout the year so you can enjoy it whenever you want. Halloween legends, lore, ghost stories. It's kind of like I pick all the shows that bring me joy.
Yeah. No, it's a solid playlist. Go check it out.
So it's a little fun one. Next one. Everybody. Christmas time. No. So I can't sing. That's as much as music you'll all get off me. So I am very excited though. Ryan is very excited, but he doesn't know what's really going on. So I'm here to tell him and you guys at the same time. The Holly Jolly season is just right around the corner. And we are going to be doing a special 12 Days of Krampus giveaway and a holiday episode special. This is Ryan's first time hearing both of these. Because if I say it on air, he can't back out.
True.
So, I want to tell everyone right now for that giveaway, go write those 5-star reviews on Apple Podcast or give us 5 stars on Spotify. It's going to be one of the many ways you can enter the giveaway. What is going to go down? I'll give more details on the next episode. Pretty much, I have an advent calendar of 12 Days of Krampus that Ryan will be receiving, and he will be opening these as little surprises. And you all will have a chance to win them. So I'm so excited.
That's so exciting. I love that.
I have been plotting with our editor. He has helped me with some of the stuff.
Oh.
I have been plotting with my sweet sister-in-law. Has also helped me with plotting. So I'm super excited. We've gotten some help from people on our Discord. I have private messaged people, and they have given me ideas. So Ryan has no idea what's coming, and I'm so
There's a doc in our Google Drive that said 12 Days of Krampus, and I open it because I'm like, what's this? And then there's a giant red box at the top that says, Ryan, don't you dare read this. And I was like, all right.
I knew you would. That's why I put
No,
it
I'm
there.
glad you did. Because I was like, oh, what's this? 12 Days of Krampus?
You're like, oh, this is for me?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bold red letters. Do not read this.
I'm so excited for it. So that will be coming the first week of December. Make sure you're following us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, so you can see the videos of Ryan's reactions opening these. So, anyway, okay, that's the little exciting news.
Now, if you're one of those dirty, rotten people who skip the ad break, I know who you are, which we know you didn't do because you love us, but, you probably did. But if you do, I'm here to remind you to check out the holiday collection that is now live in the shop, unless you also skip the announcements, in which that case, I don't know what to tell you. We got Krampus on everything, folks, and Kimmy is dropping some special holiday merch inspired by different winter folklore from around the world. So, check back daily and get your shopping done early.
And final thing, if you are on Patreon, regardless of your tier, if you would like an Aloreing holiday card, please go update your address. I will be sending them out the end of this month. So, Patreons, you get a little Christmas card from yours over here. And if you want to join Patreon, you guys know where to go. Patreon.com/Aloreing. You can support us for as low as $3 a month. Cancel whenever. Get free stuff. It's cool. It's a cool, good time. And you get to vote on episode topics to get monthly downloads and bonus episodes. All that stuff. So, anyway, all right. Time for the beautiful Aloreing alignment chart. Oh! Okay.
So, I get it. You guys got to eat. But you don't got to eat people's dogs. That's a little fucked up.
Okay.
So
That's rude. That's really
yeah,
rude.
like don't eat people's pets. Like, there's an argument to be made, like, about just like, vegetarianism in general. But like, when it's someone's pet, if they got a collar on, don't eat them.
Listen.
So that's a little evil.
Most of the animals he eats are grass-fed.
Are dogs grass-fed?
I said most.
Are cats grass-fed?
I didn't say anything about the pets. I don't know. I put it just as chaotic as you, but I definitely put in between good and evil because I feel like the boy is just trying to figure it out. He seems like anxiety as a cryptid, to be completely honest.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, I just know he like goes home after a long day of trying to get food and just rocks himself for
Takes his hat off, puts it on the wall. It's like, what a day.
And I like to think he doesn't even smoke a cigarette, like, because it's too much for him. He like pours a glass of orange juice or a glass of milk at the end of the day.
He's a milk drinker for sure.
He just goes.
You'll never believe the day I had talking to the Jersey Devil.
He's like, this guy. This
lady beat me with a fucking broom today.
A broom pours a second glass of milk. Can you believe that? It's even better the idea of him going into the bar, like a local cryptid bar, and Mothman sees him. I like to think it's our camp counselor Mothman that sees him. And the Jersey Devil comes in. He's like little and he sits at the counter next to like the Leshy with the bucket of vodka. And it was like the usual. And he pours him a glass of milk. It's like, what happened today? It's like, got beat by a broom again, and then gives him another glass of milk. It's like on the house.
That would be a great print if you like Last Supper style, like all the cryptids, like just sitting with Mothman in the middle, of course.
Of course.
That'd be a solid one. That'd be a good poster or like a flag or something.
Oh no, I have so many things to make. I will make it though, because
we'll add it to Kimmy's 400-page long list of late night text messages.
I call it the midnight inspiration fairy because that's when it shows up. No, I love the idea. Oh please
draw fan art of that. I would love to see that.
I'm so glad you said it. A quick little side note. I don't know why. I haven't told Ryan this yet. Some people have reached out about wanting to be like artists on our show. If I had a way to fund it, I totally would, but we don't. So, but if you want to draw fan art of the show, we'd love to see it. Email it to us, tag us in social media, go on our Discord. You could share it with a bunch of other people that will like it. I promise you that we'll all like it. Even if it's a stick figure, I will cherish it with my life.
Absolutely.
So send us your fan art of Mothman giving the Jersey Devil a glass of milk. Put Jackalope Forbidden Milk on it, and you get bonus points with me.
You lose points with me, but that's fine.
Yeah, so you should do it because then you get bonus points with me. It balances out. All right. Okay. Whoa. Takeaways. Episode takeaways. Then we can head out. Don't follow any of our hunting tips.
Yeah.
First.
I feel like I had a solid one earlier, and now I just can't think of what I said. The COVID brain's getting me. If you have, don't eat lead paint, or you might get mass hysteria.
I think it should just be don't eat lead paint.
Don't eat lead paint.
Don't eat lead paint and don't follow our hunting tips.
Yeah.
Don't eat lead and don't follow our hunting tips.
Because one may lead to the other. That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I have to repeat it so that I know what to type at the end because I just listen to the end
Yeah.
sentence. So don't eat lead paint and don't follow our hunting tips, or one will lead to another.
Exactly. But only while hunting. Exactly. All right.
But only while hunting.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other time, eat lead paint. I don't care. All right.
We're not your parents.
Yeah, we're not your parents.
Thank you all so much for listening. This has been Aloreing.
Have the most alluring day, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye-bye.